And then they run away. Yes, that's why we're happy to communicate through this medium. We want to assure the people of Kenya and people of Kasipul and the other polling areas in Ugunja, in Malava, all the way, Magarini, Mbeere North, Dagoretti, I mean not Dagoretti but Kariobangi, yes I think, yes in Nairobi, and in Tana River. We want to assure them that we are coming out for your good. Even if you see police officers tomorrow, and that is the message I want the people of Kasipul to know. If we see areas where their police are patrolling, heavy police presence, police vehicles, it's because it's for your own good. It's better to see the police than to see the goons. So areas where we fear that there would be planned, some people will have planned violence, or where people are planning chaos, we would like to deploy as many police officers as possible. So we want to forewarn our people to appreciate that there might be cases where in some areas you will see heavy police presence. It is not there for against the people. It's for your own good, to guarantee your right to vote and to make sure that you have a peaceful environment for you to exercise your constitutional right. I will take the last two, I think the lady and yourself.
Yes,
yeah. So there was okay. First, let me say that in terms of, and it's very good that you asked me that question. There have been cases where police officers attached to VIPs have misused their firearm, sometimes almost to their own detriment. You know, sometimes they can easily find themselves in the way of harm because of how they have used their firearm. So let me say this, that any security measure taken by the National Police Service is, as I say, to avoid a crisis. If a police officer attached to VIP is working with goons, what is the best thing to do is to, first of all, get them away from this crowd of goons so that we can be able to deal with the goons decisively. And I want to warn all police officers, including those attached to VIPs, that the fact that you have been attached to a certain VIP does not make you part and parcel of his campaign, part and parcel of his ideologies, part and parcel of his criminal plans. You need to know that at any one time you remain an officer of the National Police Service. So if there are any people who have been withdrawn, it must be in relation to the planned violence and the recent violent confrontations, and the fact that some of these police officers have been found in the middle of goons, facilitating goons, transporting, hiring. And it's not enough that they have been withdrawn. A disciplinary action will be taken against them. And if the charges are proven, they will lose their jobs. They will be relieved of their responsibilities within the National Police Service. So it's not enough even to complain that they have been withdrawn. It may also be that those police officers may never go back to their jobs if it is found that they were facilitating violence in any part of our country. So those are security measures. Those are efforts that we are trying to take to avert violence. tonight and tomorrow, because we know we have the National Police Service and the security team have the intelligence, and they know who is doing what where, and that's why such measures must be taken. As to whether police officers will be involved in interfering in elections, we want to ask every Kenyan, if you see a single police officer interfering with any voter, please report to their commanders or report to us or share the information publicly through the media, because we do not encourage any police officers to engage themselves on electoral malpractices. The job of the police officer is just to maintain law and order and facilitate Kenyans to exercise their constitutional rights. I thought she was. Are you still asking? You answered. Okay. Then finally, Ben.
Yeah, I'm asking, are you saying that this is the exact reason for Natembeya's security need?
I am aware that not just Natembeya, but I'm aware that a number of VIPs on both sides of the political divide, their security have been withdrawn by the National Police Service, because they have the National Police Service have a report that their officers or the officers attached to them are involved in criminal activities. Some who may be seen to be leaning to one side of political divide have chosen to keep quiet and not to share publicly what the police have done. I've seen some have decided to go public. It is not only one person whose security has been withdrawn. It is a number of people, and in both political sides, because we want to make sure that nobody is shot by a police officer in the name of he was protecting these goons or was protecting his boss. In any case, there is no boss tomorrow in Kasipul. The people are the bosses, and they are going to elect their boss. So everybody who is here, who was campaigning for a party or whatever, now your job is done. If you are an election observer, you have a right to become election observer. If you have an agent, a registered agent, you do your work as an agent. Everybody else who is around loitering and trying to interfere with the elections will be treated as a suspect, like all other suspects.
They are accusing the government of intimidation.
Our job as government is to ensure that goons do not intimidate the voters. And if we can succeed to intimidate the goons, we are very happy. And when goons complain that the government is intimidating them, it is my joy. My problem is when citizens are intimidated. We want to make sure that the goons are intimidated enough, not just intimidated, but they are arrested and charged, so that the people of Kenya can have confidence in our electoral process. We wish you well. We wish everybody well. Success to all the candidates and success to IEBC. I know there is a new IEBC team. We wish them the very best as they also work very hard to prove themselves in these elections. We don't want to let anybody down. Everybody must do their part. Those of us who are in the security sector must do our part. The voters must turn out, come out and vote. Exercise your right. We want to see huge turnouts around the country. That is the joy of democracy, and that's the joy of a working country, to see that its people are exercising their democratic rights peacefully and elected leaders they would like them to represent in the various legislative parliament and the county assemblies. Asanteni sana. Thank you very much.
Or rather, the county commissioner and the county commander have conducted themselves very well up to now. So I'm hoping that that professionalism will continue up to the end of the election and after announcement of the victor. However, I want to tell them that nobody is immortal. If the intention of withdrawing security for Natembeya and the security for Dr. Boni Khalwale is something beyond intimidation, that you want to actually go ahead and cause us actual physical harm, it will have consequences, naturally. Naturally, if they hit us, I can assure you the amount of pandemonium that would take place in this county, and by extension in Trans Nzoia, in Bungoma, and even Nairobi, it will be more expensive for them to manage than just allow us to enjoy our constitutional freedom. And by the way, Commissioner, for information, you are new here. I was arrested during polling in Ekolomani, and I was kept at the police station here in Kakamega for 2 hours, and it could not be sustained until they pleaded that I be taken back to the constituency for peace to be restored. I hear they want to, from the grapevine, that they want to arrest me. Please don't waste your fuel. I'll either sleep in my home, which is very well known, or in memory of Peter Soita Shitanda, I'll sleep at his hotel in Malaba. So don't waste fuel, just come there and I'll accompany you in the usual way. I have been arrested, tear-gassed, shot at for so many years. I was first tear-gassed at the age of 22 when students joined the Air Force because we wanted to stop Moi from detention without trial. It's nothing new. And if I go, I have able sons. And if they are not able, my brothers and sisters have able children. Life will go on and Kenya must be free. Luhya land must be respected. Please, we are not measured in the eyes of people like Limondo, who I see driving around, and Rashid driving around the high-end vehicles, trying to think they can. Nobody knows them in Malaba. For real. They're just wasting their time. Up to now, the police commissioner, or rather the county commissioner and the county commander have conducted themselves very well up to now. So I'm hoping that that professionalism will continue up to the end of the election and after announcement of the victor. However, I want to tell them that nobody